You don't think we brought up the Alabama Vanderbilt game once? We brought it up. We've brought it up 1,000. We've brought it up 1,000 times. This way. I mean, it was addressed immediately Friday night. Coach Griff has done a great job with the program and getting them turned around and going in the right direction. They played really hard. They executed at a high level. And, those guys are going to be motivated, as they should be, and ready to play on tomorrow night. And we better be ready to match the intensity and the effort. And, again, looking forward to a big crowd and a great atmosphere and a fun game on Friday.
Yeah, I really think the Beach will show up in force. I think it's going to be packed out. Friday night, 7 o'clock, the county championship, Arnold versus Mosley. Coach, thank you so much for coming on. Great job last week, and we will talk to you next Thursday, okay?
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I really like what he did on offensive scheme. He had a great game plan.
It was a great game plan. I
love that count the way he did that. That makes sense. Everything he said, he's smart. He knows what he's doing. I'm really impressed with that guy. But we're talking about this game. Arnold's not intimidated now. Everybody better be ready to play. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. I'm so proud to have that Cajun place back with us. I will be there. Matter of fact, Jeremy, I think we're going to go there Friday night, watch FSU play Duke, and I'm definitely going to be there for the Auburn game. We're going to be down there at 11. I think Wildcat actually said he's going to actually pay this time. 11 o'clock, that Cajun place. Auburn versus Missouri, and I feel good about Auburn. And you can listen to Auburn right here. We are the home of the Auburn Tigers official station for Auburn football. Andy Burcham today at 8:15. Hopefully we'll have him. Looking forward to visiting with him. But you want to go to the Cajun place, make sure you wear your school colors. You can have a great time down there. They got great food. We all know that. Try the bread pudding. It's incredible. The $5 picture. They got 27-plus TVs. And if you're a Saints fan or the LSU Tiger fan, you get free Jello shots every time they score a touchdown. Not a field goal, but a touchdown. Get at that Cajun place. Have a great time. Tell them Coach sent you. And Jeremy, one of your favorite places, Rudy's Barbecue on Baton Beach Road.
Yep.
They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I still say it's the best turkey I've ever had. I don't know what it is. It's great. It's outstanding. The plate, the sandwiches. Tommy Santamon, every Thanksgiving, Christmas, he uses them. They cater. Rudy's Barbecue on Baton Beach Road. What are you liking this week?
Well, we popped by the other day. We're coming back through, and we hit that brisket pretty hard and even took some to the house to Abigail. And so
smart, man.
Yep.
Get out to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. You want a great meal there. Yesterday they had their big Wednesday special, 10 wings inside for $9.99, but every day the food's out incredible. The best chips you'll get anywhere. Onion rings anywhere. Cuban sandwich, best anywhere. Everything there is outstanding. TVs to watch all the games before the Mosley football game. All you Mosley fans, get out to Beef O'Brady's, have an early dinner. Head on out to Tommy Oliver, but first show up at Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN, the official station for Atlanta Braves baseball. I'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida is your home for college football and the Auburn Tigers.
He's in! Touchdown Auburn!
We heard you, Tiger fans. So this season, we're airing every single game. And you can take that to the bank.
It's off in the end zone!
Plus, the biggest games in the SEC and around the country play here on your official station for college football, ESPN Northwest Florida.
With over 65 years of combined experience, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to help you take your collection to the next level. They carry all the new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia, and supplies. New and vintage cards and Pokemon. They sell and trade cards and are always looking to buy. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards is open 7 days a week at 752 West 23rd Street, down from Academy Sports. It can always be reached at InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
Ellis Agency Insurance has been serving Panama City and Bay County for years. They offer a full line of affordable insurance coverage of all types. Many people are attracted to Ellis Agency Insurance because of their friendly, knowledgeable staff. Call independent agent Johnny Ellis for a true comparison of your personal or business insurance. Ellis Agency Insurance at the Old Cullen Insurance location, 1134 Harrison Avenue, across from Dandy Donuts and Deli. Call 763-1627.
Is your restaurant looking a little tired from the long off season? Is your office a little offish? Start the new year off right by giving them a fresh start. Fresh Start Cleaning is now accepting new clients. Ask about their complimentary hood cleaning services. Fresh Start Cleaning. Get clean again with Fresh Start. Call 850-771-6917, 771-6917, and ask about their complimentary hood cleaning services.
His biggest fear about the zombie apocalypse is all the walking. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Mosley Day. High school football. This game is going to be another huge sellout. I think it's going to sell out. The Marlins are going to show up. Now, do you think those kids, I know he's done a good job telling them, this is what, look what happened to this team. Look what happened to this team. Mm-hmm. We can't let this happen to us. But when you go through a year and you're getting towards the end and you beat the you're the new king. You just beat the power. It's 2 years in a row you've done it. And that very next week, you're going to get the best shot from everybody else that plays you. Whoever played Mosley, they're going to play them because they know now, we beat Mosley, you shock everybody. Everybody in the state's going to know about you if you beat Mosley.
Yeah.
Do you think Mosley players understand that? They're young now.
They're young, and trying to get them redirected can be tough sometimes. I've watched these, young kids, and sometimes they go and they play the game in their minds before they ever play it on the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just size up and go, oh, that's so-and-so, we'll win that one. Oh, that's so-and-so. Yeah, not realizing that the other team's going, this is our opportunity. This is our Super Bowl. This is our playoff game.
Marlins are coming. That's going to be a good crowd.
It'll be a very good crowd, be very spirited.
They'll get after each other now. Whatever happens, they'll get after each other.
And I think the first 5 to 10 minutes of that game sets the tone.
Yeah.
I mean, he mentioned Alabama Vanderbilt. Well, I was watching in Ireland. When we went down 13-0, within the first couple of minutes, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, so you get a little momentum.
I go back to Bay and Arnold playing week 1. Arnold jumped out, and the special teams. They won the special teams. That was a big difference in the ball game. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to that game Friday night. And you can listen to it right here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, the home of the Mosley Dolphin football. It is Mosley Day. Sneeze is playing the 17th, which I believe is tonight.
Yep.
They're playing
Lighthouse.
LPCA. I don't know who that is.
Lighthouse Private Christian Academy out of Pensacola.
I got Sneeze.
Yep.
You got Sneeze. I'm going to do mine tomorrow. Arnold, it must come back to that one. Bay versus Walton.
This is going to be a good ball game, but Walton's hitting on all cylinders. I think the Braves probably get them at home. Okay.
Bozeman, Rutherford. Mm-hmm. Homecoming for Rutherford, I believe.
Rutherford is steadily improving. And
they got speed all over the field. Floyd does a great job. Now, I'm going to tell you what. Bozeman's head football coach is doing a great job.
Bozeman's solid. Yeah. Given its homecoming, I'm going to go with the Rams, see if they can deliver.
Okay. North Bay Haven, I don't know who they're playing.
Okay, to be determined.
I think they can maybe win that one.
Open.
I tell you what, the kids there, God bless them, they play hard, they work hard, they show up. I've heard nothing but great things about the players over there. And the interim coach is doing a really good job. It's just you hate to see what's going on over there. That many different coaches, that short a period of time, that's some weird stuff. You just don't see that every single day. No. South Walton at Wakulla.
That is a tough place to go play. I'm going to go with the War Eagles at home.
Yeah, that's it's hard to get a win over there. It's hard to win there for a lot of reasons. Yellow on green, somebody's been mean. Okay, let me put it that way. But there's other reasons too. I mean, they got
great
good kids
program.
South Walton, I like the coaching staff. I think they do a great job.
If this game were in Walton, South Walton, I'd feel better about it. But that's a long road trip.
I tell you what, Seahawks, good people over there. All you South Walton, Destin, Freeport, Walton, we love all you guys. Fort Walton Beach, Walton, and Shout out to all you guys. Port St. Joe versus Franklin County. This is not your old Franklin County.
This is not your old Franklin County, but the Weehawken Gators gave them a run, and I was kind of surprised. But Franklin has beaten some teams that they historically have not. St. Joe has always had the upper hand, and I think St. Joe will bounce. Obviously, all the adversity they've had to deal with. So
I think the difference in this ball game, seriously, is Taco Bell. Taco Bell supporting the Tiger Sharks is just taken to a different level.
Yeah. Well, everyone knows the challenges that St. Joe's navigated this year, but I think PSJ gets it done.
All right, Chipley at Destin.
This is two different worlds colliding right here.
A fairly, really new school going against a established powerhouse.
Yeah,
Chipley.
They do get them at home, so the Sharks of Destin have a little better chance, but I think the Tigers, Chipley, get it done.
Now, Freeport Baker.
Yeah, Freeport has been very stealthy this year. This is not your same Baker team. Baker went up to Zion Chapel outside the Troy area, got beat last week. Baker, has been where the 1A championship's kind of driven through some years, but not this year. So give me the Bulldogs of Freeport.
Okay. You got, wait a minute now. Holmes County. Oh, Holmes County versus Marianna. Marianna's loaded.
Bulldogs, big.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. Bluntstown versus Northview. And I don't think this is the same Northview team we've seen in the past, and I believe Bluntstown's home.
But
Bluntstown has not done
It's not the same Bluntstown team.
Yeah.
I mean, this used to be the state semifinal matchup, and they are two proud programs. They will get after each other. You're right, though. Northview is not the same team. I'm going to go with the hometown Tigers.
That's a long trip for the Northview. Now, getting back to the big one, Arnold Marlins, 6-2, used to winning now, going on the road, going across the bridge to play the king of Bay County. This is a huge football game. Mosley right now ranked where they're ranked. They're the top of the world in football right now. And will this continue? School of choice. If Arnold can go over there and pull a big upset, maybe people want to start coming to the beach. Right now, looks like everybody wants to go to Mosley. They're doing some special things there. What happens? Does Mosley fall for the trap? And does Arnold win at the county championship? Or is it going to take another year or two for Griff to get it?
I'm going to say that having heard all about the trap, as we just heard from Coach Whidden, Mosley's going to come out, take control of this game early and put that to rest.
Put it away, or that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yep.
All right, that's what we have on line this week. But getting back to Bay County football, I think it's getting better. You look at Bay High School, I'm going to give them credit. Those kids could have quit. They could have given in. They had some negative things being said about them. They didn't start out strong. They had a very difficult schedule. They didn't. They pulled together. They turned every negative situation to a positive, every setback to a comeback, and now they got a championship. They can get a ring over there. They're district champs. They're going to be in the playoffs. And that schedule's not gotten any easier. It's still tough
and that's good for everybody. And when you play all of your county teams, I mean, obviously everybody's going to beat up on everybody here, but that they're not in the same district, has opportunity for, multiple district champions in the same county is also good. So, if you win the games going outside of the county and then, have some competitive games inside, it's going to lift Bay County football.
And you look what's going on at Bozeman. They had the best team they've ever had, one of the best teams in Bay County that Griff built up there. He leaves. The new guy comes in, and we got to give him credit. He's done a great job.
Great job, particularly with a 2-class jump.
Yeah, that's right. They went from 1A to 4A, right?
If they were in the
whatever it is.
If they were in the 1R class, they would be mopping up.
No doubt.
And they will get there with the.
And I want to brag on Floyd. What a great job he's doing. He's building that thing back slowly, the right way. If he can keep people at Mosley, they're going to be pretty good.
Rutherford,
Rutherford.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a signature win for them going down to Port St. Joe and winning. I thought that was huge. St. Joe, one of the rural schools, but they always compete well. And Rutherford needed that one.
And look at Arnold. They're 6-2 right now. I think they scored 2 touchdowns the entire year. I don't think Arnold's won 6 games in 3 years. And now they got it rolling. They got a great coaching staff. Who knows? I mean, school of choice, it can change overnight. You can be bad one year and everybody shows up at your program and you're pretty good.
Well, and we've talked about this, the phantom computers down in Gainesville. We may not have all district champions here, but there's some folks that might be knocking on the door of a wild card berth given how other games play out and how, teams do. So we could see some good postseason opportunities.
We're catching the baseball programs. We're getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do. Catch baseball in Bay County is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. We're getting there, man. We are getting there. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. I tell you what, love all our sponsors. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Jason Kovaleski will be here tomorrow. He does an incredible job. Do you want to look better, feel better? Go visit them, both locations, 23rd Street, Pier Park. Also, I know we have all these families that listen to us in the mornings driving their kids to school, and you got a son or daughter that's involved in sports. You're messing up. I'm telling you, I've coached for a long time. You're messing up if you don't go visit Jason. Have your son or daughter go with you. What do they need to be eating? How much rest do they need? What kind of workout do they do for this particular sport they're playing? He knows it. The guy's incredible. His mother is a legend here. Kay's a legend. She's on Hall of Fame at Bay. She's not. She needs to be. We don't have a Bay County fight, but she will be one day if we ever have it. But anyway, he does a great job. Go visit them. Find out what you need to do for your child to give them an edge to be the best that they can be. Scholarships are getting tougher to get. You need coaches helping you. You need to know eat the right way, rest the right way, and work out the right way. Every little thing helps. That's what Max Fit Sports Nutrition does for you. Every Wednesday, 7:30, Dr. Ward, 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. If it doesn't look right, feel right, it can kill you. 5 minutes can save your life. This guy's got offices everywhere, and I think he does he's operated me several times. He always gets it the first time. The guy's incredible. Dr. Ward, again, every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Newbies, we got 4 great locations. Love John, love Charlotte. They're always giving back to the community, always helping out. Let's make sure we go support them. The new one over in St. Andrews is absolutely wonderful. The Mothership, get out and have a great time. They have some great bands tomorrow night and Saturday night because that's what Charlotte wants and that's what she gets. Third, also FSU game. Get on that occasion. Newbies 2 on the curve. Watch it there. We'll be right back. I'm screwing up. 104.3 ESPN Northwest of Florida. What's going on with FSU, Jeremy? We'll find out. We'll ask Jeremy when he gets back. He's been coaching over there, I've heard. Be right back.
The Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
We're up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Hurricane Helene.
And breaking weather as it happens.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the northeast, sunshine and 71. Clear skies tonight, cooler at 53 and a wind coming out of the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and a gentle breeze right around 10 miles per hour with a high of 75. About the same at 78 Saturday, it will have sunshine. Sunday, sunny and a high of 79. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Dothan and Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
Visit the newly remodeled Mid-South Lumber Hardware and Feed Store in Youngstown. They have a full line of plumbing, electrical, hardware, and tools for your DIY home projects, as well as lumber and animal feed. Now offering not only baby chicks and a full line of poultry supplies, but also bunnies and parakeets. They also carry a wide selection of Duplin wines and gourmet products so you don't have to drive to the beach. Come see us at Mid-South Lumber on Highway 231 in Youngstown.
Do you know who I am?
If he was the last person on Earth,
I'm kind of a big deal.
mankind would still have a chance.
We may have to repopulate the Earth.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm very important.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State. Woo! FSU Update has been brought to you by, will be brought to you by Newbies. I just talked about them. Get out to one of the 4 locations. Have a great time. Newbies still encourage you to go watch all sporting events. And the other 3, just go have a great time. Enjoy yourself. This is interesting. Auburn High School, attention students. Be sure to read and follow all rules regarding attending the upcoming varsity football game versus Carver at Montgomery Crampton Bowl. They give the address. They give you a couple more information. Crampton Bowl is a clear bag facility. All fans, this is a high school game. It's not a college. All high school fans. All fans will go through a metal detector. Clear purses will be allowed, and that's it. Clear purses only. No umbrellas, and seats are allowed. No parents or fans are allowed on the field or out of the bleachers anytime.
And no pencils that have been sharpened.
It didn't say that.
Deadly weapons.
I didn't say that.
Deadly weapon.
Yeah, thank you. No, what else? And then it go. I mean, it's unbelievable. No, it is like a book what you can and can't do there. And it says here, once the game is over, please get in your vehicle and get straight out of Montgomery as quick as possible.
No problem.
I ad-libbed that. But they're showing Crampton Bowl. This is the reason I brought this up. This is where I used to play on my high school games for 3 years. And it was a huge facility back then.
Well, it's where the Camellia Bowl's played now. They play the opening FCS game there each year. But, it's...
My mom and dad are buried right over there.
The cemetery there?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, we don't do that. And that's I've never seen a high school stadium where you have to go through a metal detector to go to
I was kind of taken back.
Maybe in Chicago or someplace like that, Cincinnati.
Monday night, I was up in central Alabama. We lived up in that area and took my girls to see some of their friends who are kind of 8th graders finishing up. So we were at the Redland Middle School game. And, we had to go through wands with officers even for a middle school game. And that was just I was just bebopping up to the front and realized, oh, no, I need to get to the back of the line because they're screening everybody with a metal detector.
Now, do you think that's for spectator safety or possibly it's because there's been threats to the umpires and judges? I
don't think it's towards the officials, but
because I know it's hard to get umpires.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. It's just certain places, and Montgomery's one of them, where it's like the Wild Wild West. You got to be very careful where you go and what you do.
Well, at Alabama State University, they had tailgating where they were shooting, and that's unfortunate, but that's where they are. So, yeah.
All right, let's get into this. I asked you off the air going into this year. At this time of the year, did you ever think the Florida State Seminoles, 13-0 last year? Of course, nobody showed up for the bowl game. They got destroyed by Georgia. Did you ever, in your wildest dream, think that Florida State right now will be 1-5?
No. I think we saw that opening drive against Georgia Tech in Dublin. We thought, okay, here goes FSU 8-0, and then Georgia Tech just put it to them. But something's going to give tomorrow night. FSU all time against Duke is 22-0. So FSU will come in and pull the upset, or Duke will notch their first victory ever. Now, you think about how long they've been in the ACC. We talk about competitive balance. We talk about all those things. I mean, we wouldn't even give this game an afterthought.
Right.
And we're sitting here looking at the...
Have you really looked at Duke's schedule, who they've played?
Yeah.
They haven't played a schedule like FSU has.
No, they have not. I mean, they're scheduling...
And FSU's had 2 weeks to get ready.
Yeah, they're scheduling down. So even though you're looking at Duke, who's 5-1, let me grab their schedule real quick because it is, I think, telling. We were talking about Dabo off air and how they have scheduled and how he may be doing things right with the program. Well, Duke's doing the same thing as well. If you look at their football schedule, get it here for everybody. Full schedule. it's, you've got your conference games. I mean, they beat North Carolina by 1.
And they're struggling big time.
This is not the same North Carolina team that you have. You got your conference games here, but non-conference, they didn't play really anybody that we would sit here and go, okay, that's a great quality win. Georgia Tech, who we talked about, decent ball club, but we're learning more about them. But non-conference-wise, Elon,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Double overtime against Northwestern.
Mm-hmm.
And then UConn, 26-21.
UConn's terrible.
Middle Tennessee State.
That's Glenn school. They're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Glenn.
Yeah. And then, of course, dropped it to Georgia Tech. So how good are they?
How bad did that Georgia Tech, what was that score?
24-14.
Yeah. And you look at FSU, who they played, Georgia Tech, which is pretty good this year. Boston College is better.
Memphis is
a good ball club. And SMU and Cal
are very good.
And then Clemson. So I got a good feeling about this game. If the offense can get out there and not turn the ball over and knock people off the ball, they win the ball game. If I think I'm gonna pick FSU this week.
FSU will beat FSU, but Duke will not beat FSU.
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel. Yeah. I want to get. I'm talking about the FSU. I want to get to something else, Jeremy. They rank the 5 most overpaid coaches in college football. Let's go through this list, and it makes me sad. Alabama, Birmingham, Trent. Everybody knows Trent deal for Haysmith.
Mm-hmm.
He makes only $1.45 million a year. And the people in Birmingham, they're really upset. They think he's making way too much. The experts say he's making way too much money for what they've done this year. They're having a terrible year. I disagree with this one, but they say Fickle at Wisconsin, he's making he makes $7,725,000 a year. And they got beat by Bama. They've lost some games, but they don't look terrible. They lost a quarterback against Bama. That one I kind of disagree with. I think he's going to wind up being a good hire for them. Mm-hmm. This is hadn't been there very long.
I mean, they're handling the games they should handle, and I don't think having been to that game, they had no expectation of beating Alabama. They had just hoped for something competitive.
Right. Now, number 3, Billy Napier at Florida. He's making $7.4 million a year.
Whew.
I mean, the Georgia game, the mistakes we saw from the sideline cost them points, the clock management, play selections. I get where the people are coming from. I understand everybody. The experts say it, so maybe some of that's true. I still think he's a better coach than what most people think. Number 4, Hugh Freeze, Auburn. Wow. I will say hold the brakes on this one because he's got the number 4 recruiting class in the country. He's doing an unbelievable job of recruiting. Now, once you get them, you got to develop them. And let's see. The first 6 games, they're 2-4. They very easily could have been 4-2, maybe even 5-1. Mm-hmm. It's not everybody else beating them; it's them beating themselves. But that's on the coaches. That's the coach's job to make sure those things do not happen. So I get where they're coming from, but he's making $6,730,000 a year. So they got him at number 4. And number 1, and we got the great state of Florida being recognized quite a bit. Number 1, Florida State, Norvell makes $10 million a year. $10 million. How much is that one win worth? Is that worth $10 million?
No.
And we heard. Now listen, what makes it bad? I kept hearing all summer, and Tommy's one of them. He's not here. I can say that because he's not here. I can say it behind his back. That they were going to be the big, strong, physical football team, the biggest, strong team he's had since he's been there. We've heard, and he heard that from other people. That's why he said it, and everybody else was saying it. And it wasn't true. This is not the best team. I think they made a huge mistake in the selection of quarterback. The transfer players came in, it just didn't work out. It didn't gel. You saw no leadership qualities from anything. You didn't see any excitement from FSU.
Right.
And they've got half the season gone. Can they flip the switch and get this thing going the second half? I don't know. I think Auburn's going to do it. I think Auburn's second half of Auburn's going to be pretty good. I'm not sure about FSU. I'm not sure about Florida.
This is a really interesting time of the season where they teams that have not had the start they want either fold up or they kind of refocus. Auburn's got a big one with Missouri here. They can kind of get back into conversation if they can pull a W. I don't know that that's going to happen, but same thing for Florida State. They lost tomorrow night. It's going to be tough.
They're going to get it done. They're going to get it done tomorrow night. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Hey, I love Russ. Russ loves the 49ers. Is he happy with what's going on in the NFL? I think so.
And he's been paying more attention to college football here lately. So
he loves the 49ers.
Because his
Amber, I can't remember. Amber FSU? Yeah. But if I want great jewelry, where am I going to go?
If you want something that's one of a kind, then you need to go to David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway.
And they deal with you.
And take advantage of their 25 to 75% off sale, because that's going on right now just in time for the holidays. So check it out. David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
Check it out. And when you're out there, head on to Beef O'Brady's. And if you're around town, if you're over in Callaway, all you Rutherford Rams, you're in Callaway, make sure you go visit Taco Bell. They support you guys big time. Port St. Joe Tiger Sharks, you should be there always. They're the reason we cover so much Port St. Joe football.
And if you're over in Callaway and you feel the need to work out,
oh, yeah.
over there.
But Taco Bell, they do DoorDash. They got 3 great locations, Panama City Beach. And it's like you pointed out, you're over in Callaway, you eating at Taco Bell. Hey, I got to get in shape. Anytime Fitness in Callaway. You know what the reason you need to join this? When you get more people, and when you go, we already had one join. And make sure you tell them you heard it here on the radio. You heard from Coach Hale. Go join there. Liz is a veteran. For that reason alone, we ought to pack the place out. Just go work and help her out.
She is
veteran.
She is very knowledgeable.
Yeah, Liz Hunt does a great job. Anytime Fitness in Callaway, 24/7. It's open 24. That's the reason I love it. Open up 24/7. Great facility. It's right over there by the. I think it's by the Beef O'Brady's over in Linda, over there in Callaway. I think it's over there by there. So go check it out, and when you go, join up. Because you want to look better. You want to feel better. And you can do it anytime, day or night. Make sure you tell them, Coach, you heard from Coach Hale, to come join up with his veteran over here, Anytime Fitness. I want my yard to look beautiful. I just need to call Patrick. Patrick does a great job. Turf Pro Pest Control. He'll be at that Mosley-Arnold game. He'll be at FSU. I don't know. No, he won't. No, he won't. He will be at the Arnold-Mosley game. His daughter cheers there. Great kid. Turf Pro Pest Control, number 1. Your yard look like a golf course when he's through with it. Listen to him every Monday, 8:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back. Jeremy's got the mighty Crimson Tide in a very special game for me. The Alabama Crimson Tide versus Tennessee, 3rd week in October, is huge. Be right back.
Ready to go under the lights? Mosley Dolphin football is back. ESPN Northwest Florida brings you live play-by-play coverage all season long. With David Hayes.
Touchdown, Mosley Dolphins!
And Kyle Wright.
And the interception turns into points for the Mosley offense.
The Mosley Dolphins take on rivals Niceville, Rutherford, and the Bay Tornadoes. Exclusively on ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the northeast, sunshine and 71. Clear skies tonight, cooler at 53 and a wind coming out of the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and a gentle breeze right around 10 miles per hour with a high of 75. About the same at 78 Saturday, we'll have sunshine. Sunday, sunny and a high of 79. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
All roads lead to adventures and a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Get ready to forge a new path in 2025 and discover our new Kia SUV family. Bill Bird Kia is now offering 1.90% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. It's the best family SUV with 3rd-row seating space for the entire family to unwind. Bill Bird Kia is the home of that 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. Kia, movement that inspires.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento with $2,165 per month for 1,000 financed at 48 months. Quantities limited. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 10/31/24.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida. Put down your natural light. It's time for the Alabama Update. The Alabama Update, weekday mornings at 8. On the Coach James Hale Show at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Roll. I do especially Jane and Trudy because I know how they love the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
Go Tigers.
Walk out the door.
I didn't know y'all coming in. Thank you for being here. I miss you guys. Where have you been? All over the world.
Well, we went to Ireland. We watched the oyster shucking. We came in third in the world. Honor Allen did quite well. He was a little disappointed. He was favored to win, but he needs to work on it a little bit more. And our son had a birthday, and he wanted to go to Oktoberfest, so we jumped from Ireland to Munich, Germany, and that was a wonderful trip. People in Germany love us to death.
I love it, man. Jeremy just got back. Did y'all see each other over there?
No, but we were aware that was going on, around the oyster shucking, so we knew that was happening. So it's kind of neat to follow that.
Everybody knows Jan Trudy. They have done an incredible job. I remember they had a little bitty place. I remember going over to Thomas Drive, eating over there. They built this huge facility, and I said, man, they're putting a lot of money in that. In the summertime, you can't even get in. The waiting is an hour. Then we get the locals get back when football season starts, and we're all in there having a great time. Again, we're going to be there Friday night watching FSU game, and my roommate in college is coming in town. We're going to be there at 11 o'clock. Come join us for watch Auburn and Missouri play. And you got the best wings in town, no question about that. Former superintendent Bill and Sue, we always meet them down there, and they're crazy about the place. The bread pudding we get about every time, but the food there, they say everything they've gotten there has been outstanding. Okay, they're from Missouri. It's like eating in New Orleans. Right. That's where you guys are from, but y'all do a great job. But Jeremy, this Alabama-Tennessee game, I'll probably go home and watch it because I kind of get crazy when Bama's on. Alabama leads the series 60-39, 7 all time. The first game I ever went to, I'm going to give you plenty of time to talk about it.
No, you're good.
First game I ever went to as a high school football player, I didn't know I was in high school, I can't remember now. It was in 1973. Alabama was ranked either second or first. Tennessee was ranked in the top 10. Bill Battle was the coach. Paul Bear Bryant was the head coach of Alabama. It was played in Legion Field. I had never been to anything big in my life. We didn't have money. We couldn't do it. We didn't go to movies. That's how, we just didn't. And went to that game, and I said, I'm going to play college football. Actually, I said, I'm playing at Alabama. Found out later you got to be pretty good to play in the SEC. I just wasn't that good.
Did Southern Miss play at Alabama?
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to Southern Mississippi one day and get a scholarship. I did. But Oakley Melton, and you knew him. Matter of fact, I think you did his funeral.
Yeah.
And his wife.
All that family.
He took me. He was a big-time lawyer. His brother scored a touchdown, the Cotton Bowl, Bimbo Melton. Was a great football player at Alabama. But he took me to that game, and I saw first play of the game. They faked the fullback. Rutledge hits Wayne Wheeler, 80-yard touchdown. And that was an unbelievable game. You know who the quarterback was in Tennessee? Holloway.
Okay.
He was an unbelievable quarterback. But that game, after going that, I fell in love with college football. Bear Bryant, to me, was like, God, he was it. I loved that man. But that's a big game for me. 50 years later, first game I ever took, my granddaughters went to see a college game, my youngest anyway, Alabama, Tennessee last year, in Bryant-Denny, 100-something thousand people, and they had a blast. They thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Isn't that believable? 50 years later.
50 years later.
That's big to me. I know that people out there listening, it's not a big deal, but to me, that was a big deal. Now, we've watched Bama play. All right, Alabama, let me go back. Alabama Update is brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Anytime, day or night, they're there for you. Locals, taking care of locals throughout Northwest Florida. Stevenson Air Conditioning. Get it serviced about every 6 months. It'll last longer. It's going to save you money in your power bill. Thank you, Jason, for the Alabama Update. What do you have for us today on the Crimson Tide?
Oh, I tell you, a lot of good memories you conjured up there around this one. This one's special in a different way, and talk maybe a little bit about X's and O's, but sometimes it's just more, every rivalry has a nickname. I mean, if I say the Egg Bowl, you think
Mississippi State, Ole Miss,
Iron Bowl, Red River Shootout. You know, this rivalry is known by a date.
3rd October.
Third Saturday in October, and you know what that means. It means Alabama, Tennessee. It's unique. Not many. I don't know of another rivalry known by a date. Played every year since 1928, and first met in 1901. So, for old Alabama fans, this game
is the
rivalry because if you recall, there were many years Alabama and Auburn did not play.
40-something years they didn't play.
Right, and the legislature got in there and forced them to get back together to play. So this one has significance. Tradition is always a part of rivalry, and this one has a very unique tradition. What does the winner get to do?
Smoke those cigars.
Smoke them if you got them. It is an NCAA violation to give benefits to athletes, and the winning team just goes ahead and self-reports.
And they pay the fine if they're.
Yeah, they pay the fine, and you see the pictures. And
there's no smoking at Bryant-Denny or Knoxville, but everybody there is smoking at the end of that ball game.
I mean, you've been there, I've been there, where you can see the haze just developing there.
Matter of fact, I saw you light one up.
And so, little kids. So it's a long tradition there, and they'll have them packed up as they head to Knoxville. This is also a game known by trends. There was an old joke that was in play till 2022 that said, this man had this dog, and every time Tennessee scored a touchdown, the dog would just run around and bark and carry on. And this friend was watching the game, and every time Tennessee scored, this dog would run around and jump. And he said, "Wow," he said, "that dog really likes Tennessee." He said, "Yeah." He says, "If he does all this when Tennessee scores, what does he do when Tennessee wins?" And the man said, "I don't know. He's only 15 years old."
Wow. That's good. I like that.
It's been a very streaky series. So whichever team gets it seems to run with it for several years.
Even the Bears struggled 1967 to 4 years in a row. They lost. And your streaks, then you go again 4 more years in a row. Bama lost 1982 to 1985. But Nick Saban, 16-1 versus Tennessee, 16-1. Do you think the board knows at Alabama, if you want to keep your job, there's 3 games you got to win. You got to beat Tennessee, Auburn, and LSU. That is your Alabama's
That's the gauntlet.
Game.
That's the amen corner.
That's it. Yeah. You think he gets it?
No. I don't think you can get it until you go through that. That he dropped his first SEC game to Vanderbilt was very ominous because while there was certainly a lot of head scratching going on, if you drop those 3 that you just mentioned, it'll be a warm winter in Tuscaloosa.
Beating Georgia, I thought gave him. Was going to help him because he's going to lose one of those 3.
But you go on your first SEC road game to Vanderbilt.
Lose.
It's been 40 years since we lost to Vanderbilt.
Did you hear about last night, his radio show? It was heated. They asked some tough questions. It was not first time in 17 years that show had been like that.
Wow. I have to go back and watch some clips there. So, the 06 game when Phil Fulmer, I mean, that added the acrimony to this game. It's called Tennessee Hate Week because it was always believed he was the secret witness. And so a nasty rivalry really turned nasty. And folks have asked, what makes it different? Well, Alabama-Auburn, just like Florida State, you have intermarriage with those who've gone to the different schools. You have families that are divided over that. You work with people who go to not so with Tennessee, Alabama. It's that color, that world, that orange shows up. It will be a big game. It is a de facto playoff game.
Losers out.
Losers out.
Yeah. The reason I say losers out, I watched Ole Miss and LSU. We don't match up with LSU's offense. We don't.
So there are high stakes for the ball game. Tennessee, I think, a little banged up after the Florida game. Florida had every chance in the world. If quarterback doesn't get hurt, I think Gators might have gotten it done.
Yeah.
I like Alabama as long as Alabama doesn't turn the ball over and give Tennessee quick scores.
Well, at 8:30, we'll do our picks. Jan and Trudy in here. Trudy, Tell us what's going down at the Cajun Place. 27 plus TVs. When the games are being played, $5 pitchers, the best wings you get anywhere. But that's not all of it. You guys got all kind of boils, all kind of cookouts. I mean, you got entertainment on the weekends. You got brunch now Saturday and Sundays. That was the smartest thing I think you guys have done. Opening up early on Saturdays, because I remember we would go and sit there and wait to get in at 11, and we missed game day.
Right.
And you had to find a place to sit. Sometimes you missed kickoff. Great move by you guys. But what else is going on?
Like I said, we do shrimp and crab legs every night, starting at 5 o'clock. We got daily specials every day.
And some of the best musicians on Sunday. As a matter of fact, I met the guy.
Mike Wagner.
Mike,
Mike Wagner.
Yeah, the jazz band.
Where's he from?
He's from New Orleans. He had an orchestra in New Orleans for like 29 years. He's a very talented man. He repairs instruments, and he heads up our jazz band.
He does a great job.
And I found him in Publix. He was beating on a cash register, and believe it or not, he overheard me say I need a jazz band. He said, I play saxophone, and he got a few fellas together, and he's been playing for us for 8 years now.
Wow.
And he's a great man. Great man. We love him to death.
I met him in the gym. Well, I knew him because he was on the other location.
Right.
I watched them then. We'd go in there. But I got to talk to him at the gym, and I said, I know them. Anyway, we had a good talk about you. He's
He'll say, I brought my other instrument over here, and he said, did you notice the difference? And I said, Mike, I appreciate your talent, your ear for music, but I don't know the difference between So, do you know I played it in C flat or B? Mike, I'm sorry, I just don't know the difference.
Go out there. Hey, Sundays, go check it out. You like the music, the food's incredible. That Cajun Place on Thomas Drive. All right, also, it's pizza. If you love pizza, it's Paparazzi. He's got a new bar in there. They got the bakery's incredible, the Paradise Cake, Napoleon. The carrot cake's really good. I had this, outstanding. Go check it out, spaghetti, lasagna. Big John, actually it's right across the street from you guys. Paparazzi pizza, $11 and some change, 2 huge slices of pizza and a drink. Go check it out. We'll be right back. 104.3. I got Andy Burcham, the voice of the Auburn Tigers, and get back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This just in. Get the latest sports news, scores, and updates from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Follow us on Facebook for exclusive content, behind-the-scenes action, live streams, and the chance to interact with your favorite hosts.
Stay connected. Stay connected. Stay connected.
Join the conversation on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Search for ESPN Northwest Florida and crush the follow button.
I follow you on social media.
We're always here to keep you in the game.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the northeast, sunshine and 71. Clear skies tonight, cooler at 53 and a wind coming out of the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and a gentle breeze right around 10 miles per hour with a high of 75. About the same at 78 Saturday, we'll have sunshine. Sunday, sunny and a high of 79. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Experience a higher level of service. David Adamson Designer Jewelry has been providing you the very best of fine jewelry and repair in Lynn Haven for over 32 years. David has added Amber Anderson and Russ Clear, names you've known and trusted in PCB for years with your fine jewelry and watch needs. Find that one-of-a-kind engagement ring, that special anniversary gift, or something colorful just for you. Amber and Russ will find it or build it for you. Serving Bay County and beyond in Lynn Haven at the corner of Ohio Avenue and 9th. David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
Hewitt Tire and Auto. Call 850-769-7323. Your certified AAA service center and hometown towing. Visit them online at HewittTire.com. On Airport Road in Panama City. 850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
Need a tow? Call Billy at Hometown Towing, 850-265-1562.
Want to know the inside scoop on your favorite teams? From the gridiron to the hardwood to the diamond. For comprehensive sports coverage, it's ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. And now, War Eagle. Live from the J. Michaels studio, it's the Auburn Update and the Coach James Hale Show with the voice of the Auburn Tigers, Andy Burcham. ESPN Northwest Florida.
War Eagle. Auburn Tigers, the voice of the Auburn Tigers, the legendary Andy Burcham. Andy, how you doing, sir?
James, I'm doing very, very well. It's a beautiful morning here in Auburn. We're getting ready for tip-off at Toomer's Corner. Both Auburn men's and women's basketball teams will be on a court literally at Toomer's Corner, and Cole Swindoll will be performing after tonight. So it's 48 degrees and sunny here in Auburn. It feels like football.
Love it, man. Bruce, Jamie had a great interview with Bruce up in Birmingham, SEC Media Days, and she had helped him out in something he needed. I think it was last summer, maybe the summer before. And he remembered that, and he gave Jamie a big, long interview, and it was great. She really enjoyed it. She really likes him. And they're going to be good this year in basketball, but we got to focus in on football. First of all, did you have a good break? Did you have a good little mini vacation there?
We did. We got away and got some time to just relax a little bit. And, yeah, it was a good weekend. We watched a lot of football and some playoff baseball, and then came back and right back into the swing of things and getting ready to head to Columbia, Missouri for a huge game tomorrow or Saturday morning at 11. We'll be on the air at 8 o'clock.
Woo.
On the Auburn Sports Network. So bright and early, baby. It's going to be in the 40s when we go on the air there.
When are you guys flying out, tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll fly out with the team tomorrow. And from what I gather, the weather's terrific. And so, yeah, it's a full day of travel, and get a crew meal tomorrow night, which is always important, James, as you know. And then get ready for an early start on Saturday morning.
Well, listen to it right here. Turn the volume down. Listen to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, the home of the Auburn Tigers. Watch the game, but turn it down and listen to Andy. Does a great job.
Andy, I have a quick question for you. We're going to talk X's and O's with the ball team, but what is your game day preparation like going into that? 11 a.m. kickoff, and of course, Fox has the big noon thing. SEC has always kind of looked at that 11 o'clock and went, but how early do you get going? I know 8 o'clock on the air, but that early, when does the day get started for Andy Burcham?
Yeah, and you know what? That 11 o'clock start, I think, is they're changing the perception of that now, even in the SEC.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see more and more marquee games at 11 right after College Game Day on ESPN, and that's where Auburn follows on Saturday. It's an early – we're on the air at 8. We'll probably be at Perot Field no later than 7, which means I'll probably be up about 5:30. Try and get a bite to eat, a little breakfast, and then we'll head over as a crew. We'll head over for the broadcast, and we're on the air 3 hours prior to kickoff, and we'll be in the booth with various former Auburn players, and it's a full day. But it's such a the way it's set up, and Brad Laws, our producer, does such a good job of getting everything ready for our broadcast. Patrick Tisdale is our engineer, and he will get there Friday. He'll get there tomorrow, set up all the equipment, and that's a big setup. But I'll probably be up about 5:30, try to get a bite to eat, and then we'll head there bright and early and get ready.
Well, our old friend, the late Jim Fife, he was a member of my congregation, and I would, know he would be calling a game in Baton Rouge, and then next thing you know, he's ushering Sunday morning, and I was just always struck by.
I knew him. He used to do high school football games.
And so you'll be back home watching the last part of the late game from the West Coast, which is probably an Atlantic Coast Conference game, but I digress.
Right. Yeah, I hope to. I mean, and it's a good day of football. I mean, last Saturday.
Oh man.
Especially last Saturday night was remarkable.
That's some of the best football. That was some of the best games. I had we were in Birmingham visiting my daughter. We had a babysitter dog. She had to go cover Alabama and South Carolina. We watched. I had Ole Miss, LSU on one TV, and Tennessee, Florida in the other. All the games were great. Then I turned over and watched Ohio State, Oregon. It was great. We got to get in this game. Andy, Auburn in the SEC playing Missouri. I don't think Missouri's ever beaten Auburn. I think it's 3-0. Is that correct?
They beat Auburn in a Sun Bowl back in the mid-'70s.
73. Yes, you're right.
Since then, since Missouri joined the SEC, Auburn is 3-0 against Missouri. Won at Missouri and beat Missouri in the SEC championship game in 2013. Won at Missouri in 2017, and then won an overtime game here at Jordan-Hare Stadium in 2022. Yeah. So since Missouri joined the league, Auburn is 3-0.
And the last time they played them there, Auburn killed them. I think it was like 51-10, 51-14, something like that.
Yeah, it was a bizarre day because, I mean, Auburn had gone in after a loss and just unleashed an offense that day. Missouri couldn't stop Auburn. It was a tiny, tiny crowd. And it will be just the opposite Saturday. This will be their 5th consecutive sellout at Faurot Field. I mean, it will be a much, much tougher environment. Even with an 11 o'clock game Saturday morning, they will be ready for the Tigers of Auburn when we roll into Faurot Field on Saturday.
Andy, I feel good about this game. I look at everything. I went back. I look at Missouri's schedule. I look at defense, offense, where they rank, what they average. They've played. They're 5-1. Give them credit. They're 5-1. They beat Murray State, Buffalo. They had a tough game with Boston College. They were fortunate to beat Vandy, and they got destroyed by Texas A&M. And they played UMass. Because UMass, you look at the bottom 25, they're the worst team in college football by one service. Auburn has played, I think, a lot difficult schedule compared to them. If Auburn attack, and just my opinion, just my opinion, if Auburn would run the ball, if they let one of the best running backs in the country run the ball 20 to 25 times a game, I think Auburn goes in there and gets a win. That's just me. I know you know, that's just my little take on it after coaching for a long time. You can't turn the ball over in 5 times and beat anybody. What's your feeling? How do you think Auburn matches up in this game?
Well, let's kind of dissect it kind of one by one. Let's go from the backwards. Auburn has done a decent job of minimizing its turnovers in its last 2 ball games. I mean, there was the pick 6 at Oklahoma, and we know how big that play was, but did not have a turnover in the loss at Georgia. So I think Auburn's trending in the right direction there. We asked Hugh Freeze about it on Tiger Talk Monday night. He was asked about it as well prior at his press conference Monday about the run game. He said that Jarquez Hunter needs to get the ball more. And I think we all agree on that. I think we all agree that number 27 needs to tote the rock more in this ball game. One thing in watching that Texas A&M game, and I'm not trying to compare A&M's offense to Auburn's, but A&M pushed Missouri around in that game in College Station. And that game had a chance to be a lot closer than it turned out to be. I mean, there was an interference penalty that was picked up on Missouri's first drive that would have kept the drive alive for Missouri. And then they had a 75-yard touchdown pass on its second drive called back because a tackle was downfield. So if those two things turn around, I think that game's a little bit closer. Now, with that said, A&M dominated that game as it turned out. I would like to see Auburn, like you go in with a big-time running attack. I mean, Jarquez Hunter is rested going into this ball game. This team is rested going into this ball game. An 11 o'clock start, and James, I don't know what you think, but I think that favors the visiting team when you play an 11 o'clock game on the road. The crowd's going to be there, but it's not as vociferous as it would be at 2:30 in the afternoon or at 6 o'clock at night. We asked Hugh Freeze about it. He said, I wish we were playing this game at 8. He'd like to play it as early as possible on Saturday. I think we'd all like to see Auburn rely on that run game a little bit more going in, not in just this game, but the rest of this season.
Absolutely. Yes, I'm with you 100%. Andy, thank you. I know you're busy. God bless you for coming on. We appreciate it. People in the Panhandle of Florida love listening to you. A lot of Auburn people through Northwest Florida, a lot of Tigers. Good luck. Have a great trip. And War Eagle, brother, we love you.
My pleasure, guys. Have a great day. War Eagle.
War Eagle. I tell you, he does a great job. Andy Burcham. Again, watch the game on TV, 11 o'clock kickoff, Auburn at Missouri. Listen to it here on ESPN Northwest Florida, 104.3. And we got Jan and Trudy with us right here. Jan, you were talking about some things here. What did you want to get across today? I want to go with that.
We have our upcoming Bloody Mary Festival with the North Lagoon Coalition. It's going to be fun. It's November the 2nd from 11 to 3. Next door to that Cajun place on a parking lot. There's a grassy area back there. We're going to have 8 to 10 contestants competing for the Bloody Mary Trophy for the North Lagoon Coalition, and it ought to be a lot of fun. We're going to have live music. Come pick out your best Bloody Mary and see who wins the deal. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool. And you also do something on the weekends, on Saturdays.
The first
Saturday. Talk about that.
The first Saturday of every month, we've got a lot of locals come and set up their tents and do that little marketplace.
So you come look at the marketplace, go in and have a great meal, have a great time. I like y'all are doing that. And again, the great thing is now on Saturdays, we don't have to wait till 11 to get in there. When we go out to college game day, you can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner there and stay there the entire time.
We've done that before.
Yeah. And again, if you're LSU fans, Saints fan, wear your colors. If they win, not if they score a field goal, they score a touchdown, you get a free Jell-O shot. Hey, how crowded was it for the LSU Ole Miss game last week? That was an incredible football game.
We're pretty packed. We watched it at home.
We were packed, and even Saints game too Sunday. We were pretty busy.
Yeah.
But it seems like Trudy and I brought Louisiana here to the Panhandle, and we proud of the Saints, and we're proud of LSU. Of course, Saints aren't doing too well this year, but. It's a fun time to watch it because it's fun just to watch Trudy in there. She runs around with the bear, and it's just fun watching her jump up and down. And
hey, Jeremy, I watched her before. There were Alabama fans in there. You tickle me. I swear you're great. I know deep down you love Alabama. You just try to act like you don't.
Yeah, keep believing that.
All right, we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back. We got to look at these games, these college games, and do some picks. We'll be right back.
What do y'all think about them?
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
That's the whole country. Nobody can tackle. Nobody can tackle. Hell, you can't practice that because they might leave and transfer out.
Yeah, as football coaches, we ain't real good at math. But we, by all of our calculations.
Weekday morning, 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Dothan and Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
Attention homeowners, are you dreaming of a backyard oasis? Look no further than S&R Fencing, your go-to destination for quality outdoor transformations. At S&R, they specialize in crafting custom fences, decks, retainer walls, and all exterior construction that not only enhances the beauty of your home, but also stands the test of time. Their experienced team takes pride in delivering top-notch craftsmanship with a personal touch. S&R Fencing, locally owned, licensed, and insured, and a member of the BBB.
Ellis Agency Insurance has been serving Panama City and Bay County for years. They offer a full line of affordable insurance coverage of all types. Many people are attracted to Ellis Agency Insurance because of their friendly, knowledgeable staff. Call independent agent Johnny Ellis for a true comparison of your personal or business insurance. Ellis Agency Insurance at the Old Cullen Insurance location, 1134 Harrison Avenue, across from Dandy Donuts in Delhi. Call 763-1627. On the run.
Time to let the big dogs eat.
How about that answer by Georgia? The end zone, touchdown, Georgia.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Beautiful Thursday here in Paradise. That Cajun place, we got Jan and Trudy here, the owners, great people, wonderful people, done a great job. I can't believe it's really the American dream, really, what you guys have done. Seriously now, a little bit, it went from something really small to something that's one of the most famous places around now, and you can't get in. I mean, it's y'all guys done something special.
We're very blessed.
Yeah, we want to thank our locals, and y'all can come back now.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of quieted down, and just remember the Yelp app. Get on Yelp app,
and also get on the Spot On app as well, because you can get points every time you check in there, and you can earn free stuff. It's a locals loyalty kind of program we have.
Okay, I need to say that. There was another thing I haven't been telling about. I didn't know, and I apologize. I didn't know y'all catered.
Yes.
I didn't know.
We don't advertise it a lot, but we do a lot of catering. Yeah. Okay. Not so much in the summertime.
How many people were on the beach? We catered a sit-down wedding on the beach.
About 250 people.
250 people we catered a wedding.
Wow.
A sit-down dinner.
A sit-down
on
dinner.
the beach.
On the beach.
It was perfect weather, too.
Wow.
That was the task. Trust me.
We were talking about weddings between the break. I want to tell you a quick story. Because you're from New Orleans. My brother-in-law, his daughter got married in that huge church. What's the big, huge church there?
St. Louis Cathedral.
St. Louis, yeah.
Right there. The wedding reception was at, what did I say I'm staying at? Royal Sonesta. The band's in there playing. And then halfway through, they stop and they come out and make these desserts. I've never seen anything like it. It was incredible. That was something. I think he spent a fortune on it, but they had a great time. And the reason I bring this up, they're big LSU fans. I'm a big Alabama guy. My roommate's a big Alabama guy. They picked, his son's getting married there in New Orleans. They picked that date because the date Alabama and LSU are open. And Jeremy and I are going to go to Baton Rouge. He doesn't know it yet.
No, we're looking forward to it.
Anyway, all right, let's get into some of these picks. Let's talk about these games before we pick them. And let's start with you LSU Fighting Tigers. LSU is on the road at Arkansas. I'm going to tell you something now. This game kind of concerns me. LSU, Ole Miss, not so much, but this one did. Do you realize Ole Miss, a lot of people were picking Ole Miss to win the ball game. The last 8 meetings, 2010, LSU won every one of them, 43-36. 2012, they beat them 41-35. 14, they beat them 10-7. 16, LSU beat them 38-21. 18, they beat them 45-16. 2020, maybe one of the best teams ever. They beat Ole Miss 53-48. 2022, they beat them again 45-20. I think these were all in Baton Rouge. And then this year, they get it done again. They beat Ole Miss 29-26. What a football game! That was incredible.
I think LSU got real lucky.
I think they outcoached them. I give Brian Kelly credit. I know some people were on him. I thought he did a great job. They had a good scheme. I think Ole Miss had the better players. I do. They got one of the best teams money can buy. And LSU did a great job. I don't think we match up good with him anyway. But Arkansas, LSU is a huge rivalry for Arkansas. I don't know how much LSU looks into this game. I know the people at Arkansas can't stand them. They hate LSU. And they're tough to beat at home. They beat Texas a couple years ago there. And LSU just got through playing Ole Miss in a huge game, emotional game. They've got A&M the week after, and the week after that, they got Alabama. So this has got trap game written all over it. What's your take on this football game?
LSU's going to win the game because it's being played at 7 p.m.
At Arkansas.
At Arkansas. I mean, but if this were that 11 o'clock in the morning ball game, LSU would sleepwalk through it. We've seen that before, and Arkansas has been able to get them in Fayetteville. But given that it's later on in the day, they'll get up and they'll go through their normal routines. LSU will get it done. Maybe touchdown, 10 points. It'll be closer than folks think, but they'll get it done.
Who you got?
I'm going with LSU for sure.
I was surprised. I knew who you were going to go with.
He had already written it down.
I'm going to make mine on Friday. All right, Kentucky at Florida. This weekend they're going to honor the 1984 Gator football team. And this is hard to believe. Florida Gators was their first SEC championship in 1984. You know how long the SEC's been playing football? Mm-hmm. Charlie Pell built this football team. And I love Charlie Pell. I wouldn't watch this team. I wouldn't watch him play that year. He was 1-1. I think he was 1-1 when they fired him. But they didn't fire him for this record. They fired him because of NCAA, all the stuff that was going on, and they went on probation for it. Galen Hall took over. He won 8 straight games. They beat Kentucky that year. They win their first SEC championship. Later on, the he was the SEC or NCAA. One of them stripped the SEC championship away from him. So technically, they don't recognize it in the record books, but Florida people do, and they should. It was a great football team. That was a great football team that year. They're going to honor them at the game this week. Florida's starting quarterback tore his ACL against Tennessee just walking.
Yep.
I mean, did you see it?
Yeah,
he was just walking.
Just a phantom injury.
After a game, it's weird. Jeremy, Kentucky plays really good defense. Offensively, they're nothing special. It's in the swamp. It's at night. Who do you like? This is a tough one to pick.
It's a tough one to pick. Florida was on the cusp of kind of salvaging their season with a win against Tennessee. What team shows up? Kentucky got beat by Vanderbilt, and so what happens there? The season is going to vector for one of these programs. I think Kentucky may have the edge just for a little more health, a little more physicality. So I'm going to take the Wildcats to get it done.
Kentucky, okay.
Good job, Jeremy.
Hush, Wildcat. All right, Jan Trudy.
I don't have a clue, but I think Kentucky's going to, the way
it's played at Florida. It's played. Okay.
Kentucky. I don't know. I'm not seeing a whole lot out of them.
I'm trying to think who was favored. I think Florida was favored.
Florida's slightly favored.
Yeah, Florida's favored.
And I think it's more because it is at home. But, the swamp's been neutralized. It's more like a open air, nice evening setting.
I think this one's going to be kind of easy to pick if you've watched them play. And they played well last week against Georgia. They scored 31 points on the Bulldogs at Georgia. We got Texas A&M on the road. Texas A&M is 3-0 in the SEC. They lead the SEC. They've lost one game. That was week 0 to Notre Dame. Who do you guys like? We'll start with you, Jeremy. Texas A&M at Mississippi State. Don't you believe in the Bulldogs?
Bully will be there. But no, A&M gets it done.
Yeah, no doubt.
A&M.
I agree.
State will keep it close. They're just physical. And I think Georgia found that out last week.
All right, South Carolina. This is going to be an interesting game. Oklahoma just got embarrassed by Texas in the Red River. Got beat 34-3. They have no offense. They got a true freshman starting at quarterback.
Their injuries are piling up.
They're still got a really good defensive football team. South Carolina gave the game
Alabama
away. The turnovers cost them from upsetting Alabama and Tuscaloosa. Who do you like in this one?
I think Carolina is going to play well, and Norman's a tough place to play, but this Oklahoma, I tell you, struggling. So give me Gamecocks. Yeah.
All right, Jan Trudy, South Carolina.
Yes.
Okay. All right, the big one. I tell you what, I'm going to say that big one. Let's go to Auburn. Auburn. I'll pick mine tomorrow, but right now I'm leaning towards Auburn. I look at who they've played. Missouri's had a really weak schedule. When they first played a decent football team, they almost lost to Vandy. I think they're a very talented football team. I like their coach. I think they got great offensive personnel. The quarterback is really good. The receivers are good. But they haven't played up to their ability, I don't think, this year so far in big football games. Auburn's had 2 weeks to get ready. I think that's the difference. But what do you think, Jeremy?
I'll take the Tigers. I won't tell you which ones right now. I'll come back and just say.
Now, where are they playing?
They're playing at 11 o'clock kickoff at Missouri. At Missouri.
Yeah,
and
I'm taking Missouri. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Okay. Missouri.
Who are you taking, Coach?
Experts have picked Missouri also.
Are you taking Auburn?
I won't make my official pick until tomorrow.
I mean, you're leaning Auburn?
I'm leaning Auburn.
You don't make his picks till halftime.
Hush, you're not supposed to tell anybody.
That 11 a.m. kick, I think, favors Missouri. I'm going to go with the Tigers.
You go Missouri. Okay. All right, we'll take a break and come back and finish this up. Here's the games we're going to pick when we get back. Michigan at Illinois, Virginia at Clemson, Miami at Louisville, and the two big ones, that's going to determine the playoffs, who gets in and gets out. Alabama at Tennessee and Georgia at Texas. That's who we got to pick when we get back. Jay and Trudy, that Cajun place is incredible. 27-plus TVs, unbelievable food, the best wings you'll get anywhere. $5 pitchers when the games are being played. Desserts, try the bread pudding. And if you love those, what's those things I always get in New Orleans? Beignets. If you love beignets, we got to order. Sue and Bill were there. We got in beignets. They're big Missouri people. I got the beignets there. They're outstanding. And honestly, guys, it's like eating in a great restaurant in New Orleans. They got great food there. They truly do. Great atmosphere, great service. Go down and check it out. One of my former players, Rick, works there. He does a great job. Get down to that Cajun place, have a great time. Also, you want that yard look like a golf course. Turpo Pest Control can make it happen for you. Patrick does an incredible job. Call them up. They'll come out and game plan. Your yard look beautiful. And you listen to Patrick every Monday, 8:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Wildcat, I want furniture. Where can I get, not furniture, I want some jewelry, but I want to design it myself. I want to make something special. Where can I go to get somebody to do that? They can make it right here in town.
You can get one-of-a-kind made jewelry at David Adamson Designer Jewelry, Highway 830, or 830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven. Right now, 75% off sale. Everything in the store, David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
They do a great job, Jan. They do. Jan, give everybody Trudy something. It's unbelievable. You'll love it. She deserves it. They do too. Go check it out.
You need to live with it for a little while.
Pretty good. Also, don't forget about Dr. Ward. Skin cancer. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. 5 minutes to save your life. Throughout the Panhandle of Florida, there's an office. You're listening right now throughout the Panhandle of Florida, there's an office near you. Listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Now, if you get injured, something seriously happened, you do what the experts here in Bay County do. Dr. Chad Mitchell, 25 years on Bay County sidelines. The guy's a legend. People come from all over to get operated on him. Call, make an appointment. He'll take care of you. You listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back. Jan Trudy, Wildcat, Jeremy Pridgeon, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Your home for college football. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This Saturday, it's a college football doubleheader. First, Coach Hugh Freeze and the Auburn Tigers are looking to upset the 19th-ranked Missouri Tigers. Tune in for live play-by-play from Memorial Stadium in Columbia. Coverage starts at 10, kickoff at 11. Then Saturday night, number 5 Georgia and their red-hot QB Carson Beck travel to number 1 Texas. Bulldogs and Longhorns kick off at 6:30 right here. It's ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the northeast, sunshine and 71. Clear skies tonight, cooler at 53 and a wind coming out of the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and a gentle breeze right around 10 miles per hour with a high of 75. About the same at 78 Saturday, we'll have sunshine. Sunday, sunny and a high of 79. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
All roads lead to adventures and a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Get ready to forge a new path in 2025 and discover our new Kia SUV family. Bill Bird Kia is now offering 1.90% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. It's the best family SUV with third-row seating space for the entire family to unwind. Bill Bird Kia is the home of that 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. Kia, movement that inspires.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento with $2,165 per month for 1,000 financed and 48 months. Quantities limited. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 10/31/24.
He has a really low passenger rating on Uber. He punched a magician and started a petition to remove the penny from circulation.
Like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael studio.
Is he sane? I have no idea.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Yeah, it's all about her. That's why.
There you go, Wildcat. That's good. That's a good one there.
You going to dance or you just going to sit there?
I'm just enjoying that. That was good. I thought you would play, make everybody know.
No, Friday.
All right. I thought he was going to play us a Man's World, but
I don't want to spoil you.
That's okay. All right, let's get back to these picking the games. So, hey, listen to us. We've been pretty good. Last week, I was 8 of 10. Jeremy, you weren't here, so we didn't have your picks.
Undefeated.
Yeah, Jason was 7 of 10. Jason knows what he's talking. He's really good at this stuff. Let's get into the Alabama at Tennessee. Let's break. We got time to break it down, talk about it. This is a huge football game with LSU out there and A&M out there. A&M's not lost an SEC game. They've lost to Notre Dame. LSU lost to USC early in the year. Bama and Tennessee, the loser, could be out of the 12-team playoff.
Loser is out.
Yeah, I kind of think so.
The SEC is so mangled up right now that the top two will go on to Atlanta. Georgia may take a second conference loss, but they will be looked at more favorably if you lose to Alabama and Texas.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Vanderbilt was a mulligan that really cost them 2.
I agree.
Yeah,
there's no doubt. And we got to play LSU there.
Yeah.
And we don't match up against there. Now, for Alabama to win, this is notes I wrote. To Alabama to win, you got to eliminate the penalties.
Yep.
Okay. In 2022, we went up there and got beat, gave up 50-something points. We got 17 penalties that ball game, lost 130 yards. Tennessee was only penalized 6 times. We have to start fast like we against Georgia. We got to score first. We got to get ahead of the game. If we don't, we're in trouble. When we lost the game in 2022, we were down 21-7 in the first quarter.
Yep.
Eliminate big plays, 20-plus runs, 20-plus passes. Georgia hit us on those big plays. We can't do that to have a chance. I'll say this. Tennessee had people wide open against Florida. The quarterback did not connect. He's a true freshman. If he connects, we're in trouble. Right. Get off the field on 3rd and 4th downs. We can't do that. We haven't done it all year. And then we got to establish the run. We've got to run our running backs, not just Milroe. We got 2 of the best running backs in the country. They got to touch the ball. If we do those things, we win. I don't think we can do those things.
It'll be very difficult. The cumulative effect of not doing those things is what put Alabama behind the sticks against Vanderbilt. They could never recover. If the defense plays soft in that 3-3-5, Tennessee will just chip away, and put you away. If you make dumb penalties, as we've done, that'll give Tennessee an extra, set of downs. I mean, those little things have made the difference. And Alabama played a complete half against Georgia, and it's almost like we peaked in the second quarter against Georgia, and then you could see this sort of regression. Should have lost last week. They've got to tighten things up and execute. There's a lack of discipline on this ball team. Tennessee gets it done at home.
Tennessee, wow. That's the first time I've seen you not pick Alabama. Let's start with you.
Tennessee. I'll never pick Alabama.
She was waiting for that.
I'm going with Alabama.
Oh,
James.
Jan, good job.
House divided.
House divided, without a doubt.
Okay. All right. Georgia at Texas. Texas is number. I tell you what, though. Go look at Texas' schedule. Give me a second. Jeremy, you're going to be surprised at this, who they've played.
Austin High School.
They played Tennessee. All right. They beat, who was that? Who did they beat? Some state.
Texas State.
Texas State. They did beat Michigan on the road.
They did go to Michigan.
We see Michigan's not very good.
That was their big
UTSA.
University of Texas at San Antonio.
They beat Monroe.
Yeah. Colorado State.
They beaten Mississippi State. Guys, that's not very good football teams right there they've beaten.
No.
Now, they did beat Oklahoma bad, 34-7, 34-3.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, they haven't been tested yet. Georgia has played a lot more tougher schedule. They played Clemson. They played Alabama. I don't know. It's not going to shock me a bit that the Bulldogs go in there and win.
I've got Texas simply because Georgia's defense looks as suspect as Alabama's. You give up 24 to Mississippi State. Texas got a lot more weapons on offense. This will be a shootout. A lot of points being scored both sides, but Texas will score more.
6:30 ABC. Be at the Cajun place.
I'm Texas.
Texas girl.
Longhorns.
Texas. All right, everybody's got Texas. Everybody's picking the number 1 team in the country. That makes sense. Y'all are all going to lose. Anyway, Michigan at Illinois. I like Bielema does a great job coaching. They're a physical football team. Michigan has no offense. Their quarterback can't throw. It's on the road. Who do you guys like? Jeremy, who you like?
Michigan's going to come in and break Illinois hearts.
Okay. I don't think they hadn't lost a game, have they?
They're 5-1. Illinois is 5-1.
Who y'all got?
Michigan.
Both
Michigan.
of them? Okay, I put Michigan for both of them.
I mean, 49. Purdue put 49 on Illinois. Purdue is terrible.
All right, here we go. And I think we're all going to pick the same team here. Virginia at Clemson. Who you got?
Clemson.
Clemson. Everybody has name worth talking about that game. Clemson. This is going to be an interesting game. Louisville has upset. I like the coach. They haven't had the year I thought they were going to have. Miami's at Louisville. Ward is unbelievable. Their quarterback at Miami's, he's the difference. But Louisville, it will not shock me if Louisville pulls the upset. Who you like in this one?
Miami. Miami survived their scare out at Cal.
Okay.
They're going to press on.
Jan?
Louisville.
Okay. Trudy?
Louisville.
All right. I like that. Missouri. Oh, that's next. That's it. We did good. Oh, wait a minute. I'll take that back. Oregon at Purdue. They just won the huge game, beating Ohio State at home. They travel halfway across the country to play Purdue. After a big emotional win, do we have a let-up? Do we have an upset by Purdue, or does Oregon get it done?
Oregon won't feel a thing on that travel after beating Ohio State. They're going to roll into West Lafayette and pound them.
Both of you got Oregon?
I agree.
Oregon, okay. Try to talk y'all out of it. Now, this one, again, it's a great place to go watch it. Be Friday night. Come on down, wear your colors, show up at the Cajun Place, drink that beer, have those wings, have that great meal, and watch your FSU Florida State Seminoles. Duke's schedule's outstanding. They, again, have not played the schedule Florida State's played. Florida State's had 2 weeks. The thing about it, though, so is Duke. But I still, if you're ever going to turn it around, and you pointed out, they've never
beaten Florida State.
They've never done it. What do you guys think? Purdue or FSU?
FSU.
Good pick. Trudy, are you feeling it?
I'm more for Duke.
She made a mistake. FSU. I think FSU. Who you got?
FSU will beat FSU if it happens, but that won't happen, so give me the nose.
Florida State gets back on track. All right, how much time we got? About one minute and a half. Let's talk about your great restaurant, the people that work for you guys. I think they do a great job. They treat you really well. I love going there. The food is unbelievable. It blows my mind what you guys have done, how you built that thing up. It truly is outstanding. It went from hardly a little bitty place to now you got to wait an hour to get in that huge facility. That's how good it is.
Yeah, from 450 square foot to 10,000 square foot.
Yeah, that's incredible. 27 plus TVs, $5 picture when the games are being played. The best wings you'll get anywhere. Wear your colors. Go have a great time down there. Anybody you want to brag on? Now you said we came in 3rd place.
Yeah, Honor Allen Oyster Shucker. Trudy and I both grew up in Louisiana, and we ran oysters all our lives, and we never realized the oyster shucking contest worldwide was so competitive. We just came back from Ireland 3 weeks ago, and he came in 3rd in the world. He came in 2nd in time by 4 seconds or 5 seconds. Unfortunately, the gentleman that won did a better job on cleanliness, but it was great. Honor Allen has a documentary out there called The Oyster Shucker. It's all about Panama City because he's homegrown. He's from Southport. Good kid. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Kind of want your daughter to marry. I mean, just a good kid. So look up his documentary if you can. And
God bless you. You are a veteran. You served in Vietnam. My brother flew helicopters. You dealt with that kind of stuff. I'm getting off. We're off. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Thank you, sweetheart.
What do you see? ESPN Northwest Florida. We're taking the inside drive.
That game was horrible against the Patriots, and both teams did everything they could not to win the game. And Miami